It's Wednesday. I just got chills saying that too. Ooh. It's Wednesday. Maybe I got chills because my air was broken. I just got my air back on. It was like a sweltering, melting hot pot up in here, like in California heat. What's up, everybody? It's been a week off. I had to take care of some business. Had a lot of work to do, but your boy is back. Aaron McCargo Jr., your big daddy in the house. Yo, and I'm gonna say this real loud because I got a lot of shout outs and I got a lot of disrespect for saying big daddies and that. The original. I like Lay's potato chips. It's only one. The original, only Big Daddy. That's for you, Big Daddy, down there in Atlanta. I heard you talking about me. I'm here, my brother. You ready to do this? Because we're going to do this today, folks. Not to be violent, just to be nice and share some love. Yo, folks, I just want to say I love you guys. I was sitting here in my prayers and my devotions this morning, and I'm like, God, you're so amazing. You sent so many people to watch me week after week and check out what I'm cooking with this gift you gave me. And I just want to tell them I love them and I thank you. So if you're out there, and if you know somebody that's not on, text them and hit them up like, yo, jump on. Big Daddy just said he loves us. Aaron McCargo Jr. is sending love. Yes, mad love to everybody. Mad birthday shouts going out to my boy Kyle from my childhood days. Kyle Hill, happy birthday. Bert Nieves, Fuzzy Squirrel, your birthday, Big Daddy. What's up, boy? Yo, this meal's for you, my dude. My mom, we had a great birthday party for all those that sent the congratulations and everything. I think we need to post that seafood dinner thing that we threw out there for my mom. Oh, sorry, y'all had to go down. Camera folk can't do two things at one time. Yo, and Nate, happy birthday from last week. I didn't forget about you. Gina, I shouted you out as well. My man Wayne, Chef Wayne down in Virginia, my brother, my cousin, happy birthday. There's tons of birthdays going on. So to every Leo, everybody celebrating the birthday in August of 2020, happy birthday. We're going to jump to the meal. Don't get twisted on me. But I just wanted to shout out. And also, congratulations to Kamala Harris. Not just a black woman, but a woman running for vice president. So folks, please get out there and vote this year. We need some changes. We need some voices. But we can't do those things unless we have your voice on that ballot. No matter what they say about the post office shutting down or you're not going to be able to vote, keep talking to your legislation, keep talking to your Congress, keep talking to everybody, and make sure that you find out where to go vote come November so we can make some major changes and get some things popping and happening. But to see a woman in my lifetime become a vice president who eventually will and could possibly be a president, this is an awesome thing to see. So I got all the political stuff. I got the birthdays out. I got my mom out. Mom, I love you. I can't just stop telling you I love you and happy birthday. My mama's my mama. And to cooking. So 2 weeks ago, I was telling you about the zucchinis in my garden. If you just tuned in, it's your man Aaron McCargo Jr. about to do something real funky with a zucchini out of his garden using the spice. I was told hold it up so y'all can see it and keep it still. And the spice. And to y'all, but the sauce and spice. And folks, I'm gonna drop this on you real quick. Only few people have this. I'm running a limited. The seafood. I made crabs, shrimp, mussels, clams, everything this weekend for my mom using just this. And everyone raved about it. So this is the seafood. The sauce. This is his long distance cousin. She came in from out of town, wanted to be a part of the party. We only got a limited amount, $12, same as the original. You gotta order it now or you won't be able to get it later because I'm talking maybe 30 bottles came in, tops. I see somebody shaking yes. Just 20 or 30 came in. First comes, first serve. I don't know when it'll be back because it takes time to make this one. If you're wondering about the seafood sauce, what does it do? Shrimp scampi, clams and spaghetti, sauteed crabs, crab cakes. I might do crab cakes. A couple months ago, someone asked about can we do crab cakes. We might come up with, I might do a recipe with this and show you how it's done. And I think you'll love the crab cakes. It won't be Old Bay-ish, but it will be a delicious crab cake, and I guarantee you that. Making you some seafood chowder. Just doing some white mussels, red mussels, white clams, red clams, you name it, you can do it with the seafood sauce. Yes, you might say, well, why don't I just get the original and add to it? Why do that when you can just have everything here? It's a little bit more spicier, a little bit more bold flavor, And you'll be able to see what the seafood difference is, color, taste, and everything side by side with the original. But definitely if you're into seafood and you love it, this is what you want to do with your salmon, your tilapia, and it gives you more seafood flavor. So if you want to just rub a little coating of this over it, bake it in the oven, broil it, air fry it, rock it out however you want to do it, this is what's going to be the deal. Making your seafood pasta salad, this makes it pop and it makes it ring and makes it do all kinds of things. Oh man! I feel like a rapper. So let's get to the cooking. I got something in the oven, hold on. Everything's looking good there. Your boy's back. So we got the zucchini. Last 2 weeks ago when we did the tortilla crusted zucchini, I wanted to make sure that anybody out there that's a novice in cooking that never breaded anything, I'm just going to revisit this. February, F-E-B. I had a dude that made that recipe, and I don't know if we posted it or not, but if we didn't, I'm going to post his version of the corn tortilla, crusted tortilla, zucchini, taco style thingy, whatever it was. But he said, hey, I was unsure about how to bread, so he went and got the flour, he put the zucchini and the eggs, then in the flour, and then his breadcrumbs wouldn't stick. And it wasn't supposed to be breadcrumbs, it was supposed to be, the flour, the eggs, and the tortillas. So this week we're doing flour, eggs, and Italian breadcrumbs. So I wanted to show you guys, just in case you're new to this, in case you don't know how to properly bread, the reason we put the flour on, I'll say, is because I want the coating on the outside to stick. Now you can go egg into your breadcrumbs or to your corn tortillas or whatever, but what happens is, you know how you get the onion ring, you bite the onion, and the onion slides out, and then they skip the step to save a couple pennies. So this allows, when you cut, for the most part, whether you're making homemade mozzarella sticks, onion rings, or breading zucchini or eggplant, it allows everything to stick and it won't slide off. So I like to go flour for F, eggs, and then I go B for the breadcrumbs. So think February. I tried to explain this to this guy, he just couldn't wrap his head around it, but it's just the way, and we're all smiling here because we know I went through this over and over again with him. Flour, eggs, breadcrumbs. I don't need to beat that dead horse. So in this bag, I got my Italian breadcrumbs. And I hope you guys are checking me out on Instagram to see what's going on. Then I got my eggs, which I added a little spice to, and then I got my breadcrumbs here. So, always line it up the way you want to do it. When we're talking about breading the zucchinis, you got to make sure you get a good coating on these zucchinis. Don't cut them too thick. Someone texted me like, hey, I made it, but I think I made it too thick because it was really, really heavy. You don't need to cut your zucchini too thick. You want to go like a 1/4 inch thickness on this zucchini, okay? So make sure when you're breading or when you're slicing your veggies, if you're not going to use zucchini, go ahead and get yourself some eggplants. You can do bell peppers. You can do breaded onions and do this recipe as well. And then you want to get all the flour off. So if you're wondering why my flour is different, I'm using wheat flour, but I also have some of the spice in here because I believe in layering up the flavors as many ways as possible. So I like to get my bag, roll it down so I don't have a big mess, just like this. And this is pretty much how I do it all the time. One hand dry, one hand wet. Of course, we always talk about that, the culinary way of doing things. In case you get that itch on your nose or your ear, you can always have a free hand. You don't have to have a coated eardrum. Somebody didn't get that, but that's okay. Once again, we got flour. Get it nice and coated, folks. Now I got 2 eggs in here with a little bit of water. So we talk about 2 eggs to about 2 tablespoons of water, and we call that an egg wash. And like I said before, we put the flour on first so that everything can stick. And you'll know when someone doesn't put the flour on, even because the breadcrumbs will start to fall off before they even fry it. And that's when you know things are going to be a disaster, not as good. So I got me these zucchinis in here. Now, if you're going to go with the zucchini or the eggplant, whatever you choose to bread and fry, you do have way many more methods to cooking nowadays instead of deep frying. I have nothing against deep frying. I am a big deep frying king. I like smoking, grilling, a lot of things, but I've also become a big fan of the air fryer. And I always bashed everyone for talking about, you gotta get an air fryer, you gotta get an air fryer. I'm like, yeah. It's an air fryer. I can do that in my deep fryer. Then my daughter said, Dad, you should try this air frying thing. I make some good wings. I'm like, that's all they ever say they do with the air fryer is make good wings. And so now I'm a junkie. You can catch me morning, noon, and night using the air fryer. Turkey wings, sandwiches, deep dish pizza, bread pudding, and also these delicious coated zucchinis. Yes, I'm not lying to you folks. It's for real. I missed out one step that I would normally do, and I'm gonna be totally honest with you to let you know that mistakes do happen. I normally coat my zucchini or vegetables with the spice first. So I would definitely always suggest getting an extra layer of flavor. You got the spice on your zucchini or whatever veggie you choose. Definitely if you don't do veggies and you wanna do this recipe with tofu, feel free to go for it. I'm not gonna be mad at you, I'm not gonna bash you. But this is pretty much what you'll have. And I'm gonna leave the rest for Jordan to do later. So let's get this out of here. You got to get a good look at how they are coated. You see how I patted the breadcrumb on there, so it's gonna hold up pretty good. And we'll get these raw zucchinis and everything out of here. For now, let's get to the ricotta cheese. I got me some ricotta. If you want to do cottage cheese, go for it. I'm going to add a little bit of the spice to it because I like to season it. So if you're building a lasagna, y'all see what's going on in here? Can y'all see this? Because somebody is not paying attention today. Yes, I put about a tablespoon to a quarter cup of the ricotta. And this right here is going to be like a layered lasagna if you want to have it layered or not. But this is all you need to do for this. And then I wanted to show you the cheese that my kids were blown away by. So I hope you get to see this cheese. This is a pre-sliced mozzarella cheese. And I like to go for convenience. I also like to go for saving a buck. I also like to go for the quality as well. So this right here is quality, flavorful, and a buck. So what you do is, it comes in like this 1 pound pack. And the greatest thing about this is that you take the cheese out of here. And folks, watch out. They're separated. So they're individually sliced, okay? Just like that. So if you didn't see that, it's these slices. They come and pre-sliced, you peel it apart. This is the brand, of course. So make sure you get that brand. If you don't, get a log, pre-slice it. Get a block of it, grate it. It's not that deep, folks. I'm just trying to share some easy things with you. I gotta check the oven again because I got a thing coming out real soon. Oh yeah, we're looking good. We're looking good. We're looking good. Okay. Marinara sauce. We went through this some time ago. If you're just tuning in, it's your boy Aaron McCargo Jr. talking about making a zucchini style lasagna. We're not gonna add meat, but you can add some meat to it. But we are gonna talk about the marinara sauce because this is what I've done before. We're talking about just having some diced tomatoes, and I added the sauce to it. And I want to add a little bit more flavor, and I'll say seasoning. So I'll add a little bit more spice. So I like to build this sauce using a 14-ounce can of tomatoes. You can do diced tomatoes, whole peeled tomatoes, definitely San Marzano tomatoes if you want to buy those because they're way sweeter. If you don't want the tartness in your tomatoes, folks, that's when you add a little sugar to cut the tartness, a little bit of that acid. Otherwise, don't add the sugar. You don't need it. I just put one 14-ounce can or 15-ounce can, whichever one you find. Put 2 big heaping tablespoons of the sauce. If you have the scoop, use 2 scoops. Play it by ear. Add some, taste as you go. There's no egg product or anything like that that's unsafe for you to have in here. So go for it, do what you have to do when it comes to flavoring your sauce because that's the greatest thing about using the sauce or the spices. There's not a heavy salt content in it, so you don't have to worry about overdoing it. You get the garlic, you get the herbs, you get the flavor, but you don't have to worry about the salt. So definitely make sure you play with your marinara sauce if you want to make it from scratch. If not, go get your favorite jar brand. I ain't mad at you. So what we want to do is I'm going to get out my zucchini. Well, I'm going to have to show you in reverse the finished product before how we set this up. So let me get my gloves. and do what I gotta do, because I believe once you see this, you will be excited to know that I ain't playing around. So if you can't see it, now you can. And there you go, folks. So let me talk to you while that sets. You like my gloves? These are my little Heaty gloves, Cooksey Central brand. Definitely gotta get you some of these off QVC if you get a chance. Got my gloves here. Anytime, lasagna, macaroni and cheese, ribs, chicken, rice, everything rests for me. Everything rests. Nothing comes out and I dig right into it. Will I taste it sometimes? Absolutely. But I also want to make sure that everything rests. So I want the sauce, the cheese, and everything to rest on this before we plate it up. But I do want to show you how we make this, okay? So, got me some hot ones here. Had Jordan made these earlier. So this is what they look like after they're breaded. I like to go ahead and get me a little bit of this ricotta mixture here. There we go. I'd like to get me some of that. And of course, this is just a quarter of a cup to about like a teaspoon or so of the spice. And you just spread this on here and it'll actually break down a little bit. And I'm using ricotta. Go ahead and get no ricotta. Get yourself some cottage cheese, small curd, whatever you want. That's fine by me. And then I like to go with a little bit of this sauce. Just like that. And this is for those that are vegetarians that say, hey, you know what? I really don't want the meat in my diet, but I do have a garden, or I don't have a garden, but I'm in the mood for something different. That's your way out. Get this hot again. And then those pre-sliced mozzarella cheese slices just go right on the top. Just like that. It's easy, right? And all I pretty much did from there is I would put a little bit of the spice on here. And also, stay right there, keep looking. Don't check me out, check that out. I like to go a little bit of fresh oregano. So I didn't add all these things earlier because I have someone in my house that doesn't like all this. It's not me or my family, but a visitor. And that is like really frustrating when you have someone that says, don't put too much seasoning and spices on everything. I'm gonna plain and bland. So this is how we're gonna rock it. And if you put the oregano on the spices, it's gonna smell like an Italian shop. A great deep dish pizza, something like that. That's what it smells like right now. Now I got my plate. This is optional. Totally optional how you plate this up. I'm going to go ahead and put a spool of sauce here and then put these bad boys right on the plate and dig in. I got my sauce getting hot. And I hope you're digging it. If you're just tuning in, or if you got somebody that you know and love, you should be hitting them up and telling them, you got to follow this dude, Aaron McCargill Jr., because he's on to something. And I hope that you're digging this recipe because it doesn't get no simpler than this. I'm just going to pop up a couple of these in the oven just until you like the meltedness of it. It's no stress. Drop me 1, 2, 3. Go with a little bit of some cheese here. Yes. And I like to drop a little bit of parsley here, flat leaf parsley. And I don't know about you, but that looks fine down to me. Somebody want to give me $21 for this? I take 21, 21, 21, 21. We take 25, 25. You're going up there. Going once, going twice. Okay, y'all don't want it. All right, cool, peace. All right, check it out then. God bless you. Instagram. Make sure you tell them, folks. Facebook. I hope you're watching. I haven't heard anything. Is it silent? Is anybody out there? Or is me talking to myself? I know it's my first Wednesday back. I was off trying to get things together. Sometimes I don't feel the love. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I feel like a nut. Sometimes I am. Sometimes I feel like no meat. And that ain't too often, but today it is. Oh, did y'all get, did you get the, did you? I think somebody's playing around today. Did y'all see this? This is like the NBA finals up of this piece. And stuff. Y'all know I went back to the doctors for a checkup. They heard what I had to say. So you can get the sauce, the spice, and the seafood for a limited amount of time at AaronMcCargo.com. Please like me, make this recipe, send it in, post it. Let people know how easy things are with the sauce and the spice. I'm gonna stall you for a couple more. No, I won't. Okay. Pastor Ronald, I knew you're doing keto. Make your homemade marinara. It's good. It's good. It's really good. Oh my goodness. This right here, the cheese. Please forgive me. I'm gonna have to say a prayer about this. With this, I can put meat down for the rest of my life. All right, not for the rest of my life. Maybe just one day. This right here. If you're looking to get out of the meat for just a little bit of time, and if you got a garden and you don't, just go steal one zucchini. Buy it. Leave a tip. Slice it. Season your eggs, season your flour, get your Italian breadcrumbs. Flour, egg, breadcrumb. Bread it. Air fry it, deep fry it, oven fry it, broil it, grill it. I don't give a damn on how you do it. Take it out. Put your homemade marinara using the sauce and a little bit of spice. And then you're going to get the spice, a little ricotta cheese, mix them up, put the ricotta, put the marinara, put the cheese, 450-degree oven, 12 minutes, you can't go wrong. And have yourself an AMJ Big Daddy moment like that. I want to say I love y'all once again. It's good to be back on this hump day. Happy Wednesday. Your boy is about to go into the NBA Finals with an Italian-style zucchini, and I'm going to win this championship. I love you. God bless you. Thank you for not wasting your time, taking out some time to spend with me on this Wednesday. Remember, always live in the moment. Tell someone you love them. Be positive. Stay safe out there. Practice social distancing. And I'll holler at you guys willingly next week. All right? Your boy, I'm excited. I wish I had some Italian sausages or pepperoni on this piece, but I'm good. I ain't gonna be greedy with it. All right. Peace. Love you guys. It's going down. They ain't ready for this.